Hello everyone and welcome back to another video for Destiny 2 Season of the Dawn. I am so sorry for delaying this weekly reset, but as usual, work takes priority, and YouTube is just a sideline until I can start making them big bucks. Joking, of course. And of course, welcome to the weekly reset for February 18th. I'm still going to use that date because it's more appropriate than saying February 20th. Also, it's easier for you guys when you look up the video. Of course, the weekly reset, if you guys are new to it, what we like to do is we like to cover all the weekly things in Destiny 2. I will be changing it up a bit. I will not be showing the bounties from the Vanguard, Crucible, Banshee, Drifter, and Hawthorne, primarily because those things, a lot of people do not really do them, if I'm being honest. And when they do them, they essentially just care about what's new, resets, you know, like the events and such like that. Of course, first thing we're going to do is we are going to check the tower Obelisk for the Imperium Foundation. I am not going to grab my polarized fractaline yet, mainly because I want to get my resonance power to maybe 30,000 before I grab them. Of course, we're going to look at the bounties this week, just for these, because the Obelisk, obviously this is an event in Destiny, so we want to still look at these bounties. I know I said I didn't want to look at bounties, but you guys know what I mean. So we have Finger on the Pulse, so kill 300 enemies with pulse rifles. Defeat 200 Scorn. Defeat enemies using sword or melee damage. Defeat Cabal anywhere in the system. Use a bow to defeat Cabal with precision final blows. Swift precision, so you have to defeat enemies in groups of 2 or more using precision final blows. We'll just grab that. Defeat Fallen with precision blows. And finally, reporting for duty, complete patrols anywhere in the system. I have done videos on a majority of these bounties. Again, I'm just editing them and I am lazy, but I will get those done ASAP before this season is over for all of you over the weekend. Next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to just check the store for Eververse. Obviously, you know, we like to check this just to see the new things for this week. Crimson Days is unfortunately gone and past. Let me guys know in the comments down below if you actually did play Crimson Days. I actually did enjoy it a lot, and I made even a few videos on it and got some really good clips. So I'll probably show that in future videos. So this week we have the Keep It Clean emote, which is obviously just picking up trash, which is interesting. You can tell by my great expression in my voice that I really like that emote. We have the Packmaster's command for the the Lord of Wolves shotgun, which is really, really cool if I'm being honest. Let's just take a look at that. See, I'm not a big guy that would buy stuff, but if I wanted to, I would definitely buy this ornament. But we're not going to do that. We have the Tachyon 4 for the exotic ship this week. It even has some lore on it if you guys want to read that. Interesting ship. It looks like a bomber. The Paralent Velocity and the Omolon Shell. We've already looked at these in other videos, and honestly, I think we've looked at the Taclon as well. So we're not going to look at those right now. We're going to go to the Bright Dust and see what it is to sell. In future weekly resets, I might just show the weekly reset Bright Dust system, since a lot of players seem to care about that more. So we have the Blade Wipe, which is essentially just Hawkeye doing that, or Ronin from Avengers Endgame, if you guys watched it. We have the Ram Exotic Sparrow, which is nice that we don't get that stupid bull one every week. We have the Tex Machina Shell this week. Very, like, steampunkish. Followed by the Phalanx Shell, which I'm actually going to pick this up because I've wanted this shell for a while, so we're going to do that after the video ends. We then have the Long Live the Queen exotic ornament for the Telesto. Followed by the Virulent Grips for the Hunter, which is a universal ornament, obviously. So once you equip it, you can put it on any armor piece. Then we have the Colossus Helmet Projection, which essentially just puts that on your ghost, and that's interesting. Followed by the Beach Ball Projection, the Box of Tricks, which is a transmat effect. If you guys want to know what it is, it's just you exploding from a box like Solid Snake. Then we have the Iridescent Coral and the Grayscale Undergrowth Shaders. Of course, then we also have their Gleaming Boons and Concentrated Matter Gem. Now that we've covered that, guys, we're going to move on to the rest of the weekly reset stuff. If you guys have noticed, Season of the Dawn, I was going to say Season 10 for some reason, but Season of the Dawn is coming to a close, so make sure you get to rank 100. Thank God for Crimson Days and its double XP. I was able to get to rank 100 myself. There is still 19 days left, so if you have any remaining triumphs to do, make sure you go over to the Triumph tab, go into Season of Dawn. You can go right down here to see the good old seal. and then go into here and just see what you have to do. As you guys can see, since obviously I'm a Destiny YouTuber, I have done everything except the Torchbearer Triumph, which we are still doing because of the Imperium Foundation. Again, now that we've covered that, let's cover the rest of the weekly reset stuff. So, of course, for the tower, we have the Vanguard service. So, complete 8 Vanguard bounties for some powerful gear. Complete 8 Crucible bounties for some powerful gear. And then complete Gunsmith bounties for some powerful gear as well. Iron Banner is here this week and is the last Iron Banner of the season. So, like I said, if you have any triumphs you want to do an Iron Banner, or you still have to get the armor, go and do. We still have a few days till Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time before reset. So make sure you guys jump in and do that. I might do that on my other characters, but we will see with my time, mainly because Iron Banner is a shit show as always. I'll just put on Ariana's Vow. You guys know me. And, of course, we have the complete clan bounties or anything like that. Essentially, as long as you just do, like, Vanguard stuff or whatever, this will be autoed on its own. You don't really need to do clan bounties. Then we also have good old Shady Schemes from the Drifter. So complete 8 Gambit bounties. As usual, the bounties, you can get more of them as, you know, in the tower as it progresses. So make sure you go and grab those and do those if you want to do more gear. Get some more gear. Wow, I am struggling today. First things we're going to check, of course, is the Imperium Foundation. As you can see, we are almost done it, and there's a player that has donated something along the lines of 708,000 polarized Fractaline. First off, wow, that is insane. I cannot believe that one person has donated almost 1 million in itself. I've donated like 5K. That's it. That's all. I just did it for the emblem. So I don't know how that man has been able to do that. He probably went to Spider on the day that you could buy certain items from him and just spent all his legendary shards. Maybe he'll get an emblem or something, but Bungie will probably not address that. As usual, the weekly Crucible games are Clash and Showdown this week. So if you want to do Clash and Showdown, make sure you guys jump in there and do that. Of course, Iron Banner is also here if you want to do that as well. I highly recommend it because it will give you really powerful gear for next season. But, you know, I'm not going to force you guys to do it. The weekly Flashpoint is on Mars this week, so if you want to go ahead and do that, guys, there are some adventures, the public events, and, of course, I believe, to my knowledge, I'm not sure if the Escalation Protocol counts towards public events, but if you want to go ahead and do that, I highly recommend doing that for that as well. We're going to jump into the Vanguard Strikes this week and see what is new. So, of course, Vanguard Strikes this week as of today, so the 20th, is Brawler, Grounded, and Arc Singe. Arc Singe is going to be the Singe for the week. For the Ordeal this week, we have the Insight Terminus, so make sure you go and do that to get the Long Goodbye Sniper Rifle. I did not know that the Insight Terminus dropped the, an actual sniper for a strike-specific loot. I didn't know that, but now you guys do, and now I do. Of course, we have the normal Nightfall, so this is where you can put your own modifiers on and all that good stuff. We have the Tree of Probabilities, which drops the DFA Legendary Hand Cannon, which is a really good hand cannon. Maybe not as good as the Midnight Coup, but still pretty good. We then have the Arms Dealer Strike, which drops the Tilt Fuse Exotic Sparrow, so if you want that, go ahead and just run that. Really easy. And then, of course, we have the Scarlet Keep, which is Crota's daughter. Unfortunately, she doesn't drop anything, just like her father didn't drop that bloody core every time I killed him on the hard difficulty. Little Destiny 1 joke there for you guys. Hopefully you liked it. For Mars, the Escalation Protocol this week is Naxud the Famine. So the possible drops include the Ikelos Sniper, the SMG, and the shotgun as well. So if you need any of those, just keep doing the EP over and over and over, and eventually they will drop. Of course, we still have the Sundial on Mercury as well, which will be Inatome, Oblivion's Triune, and the modifiers are as follows: Scorched Earth, Equipment is locked, Match Game, Champions, Unstoppable and Barrier, Inatomes, Clepsydra, and Extinguish. So void damage is increased and environmental damage is increased. And if your fire team falls in a restricted zone, everyone is then returned to orbit. So make sure you guys don't die. Just don't die. Of course, we have the Wandering Nightmares and stuff like that. So we're going to go to check that out. The Wandering Nightmare, if you're looking for him, he is located in Sorrow's Harbor of the Moon. If you need to go kill him, he's located right down here by the Scarlet Keep, and he's just one of the few people that spawns. He's Triumph, so if you need to go kill him, I highly recommend you go kill him this week. Of course, the Nightmare Hunts are as follows. We have the good old, well, we have the Beyond mission, which is the last mission in Shadowkeep. So if you're for some powerful gear, go and do that. We then have the Nightmare Hunt Rage, so Dominus Gaul, followed by 10x the Scarred, my favorite D1 strike boss. And then we have Zydron the Vex Gate Lord. So if you need to go kill him, go kill him. And then, of course, you need to do defeat Nightmares in Sorrow's Harbor times 30. And then do weekly bounties from Eris 2 out of 4, which is actually really funny because she only has 2 weekly bounties. So, thanks, Eris, I guess? I don't know. What else do we have to do? Gambit, of course, this week. You know, Gambit is Gambit. Just complete 3 matches in either Gambit Prime or normal Gambit. I recommend Gambit Prime because it is faster, but it is more competitive. So if you're looking for that, just go ahead and do that. The Reckoning this week is the Swords, so the Hive Knights, so the Alacool looking guys. And they drop the Soul Survivor, the Lonesome, the Just In Case, the Night Watch, and the Last Man Standing. So if you're looking for any of those, make sure you go and do it this week, because this is probably one of the most dead game modes in Destiny history. That's not a joke. Besides D1 like Crucible, because no one plays it. I tried last week. For the Dreaming City, of course, we have for the Ascendant Challenge is located in the Bay of Drowned Wishes, so Agonarch Abyss, and the Curse Strength is low. So if you're looking to do the Triumph for, you know, when the strength is at its lowest, make sure you go and do that. Finally, what we're going to do is we are going to see what kind of stuff is on Nessus. So the Heroic Menagerie this week is actually Arunak, the Hive Ogre, and Extinguish, Grenadier, and Famine are the burns this week. Now, make sure that when you guys go and do this, that you watch out, because this will drop the Truth Exotic Rocket Launcher quest. So make sure you go and do that if you haven't already. As for this, we're also going to cover the Raid Layer challenges as well, if you guys are interested in that. So on Nessus, of course, Leviathan. So the challenge this week is Gauntlet. So if you need to go and do the Gauntlet challenge, go ahead and do that. I'm not so quite sure what it is, but of course you guys can go and do that. For the Prestige layers, the burns this week are you need to use a kinetic submachine gun, any energy, and power weapon is a grenade launcher. Active modifier is Prism, so you'll have to change burns every now and again. For the Last Wish, the challenge this week is the summoning ritual for Kali, so make sure you guys go and do that. Scourge of the Past is to each their own, so Prime Phase 1. And then the Crown of Sorrow is total victory of Galrin's Deception. As for the Garden of Salvation, we are doing the 0 to 100 challenge, so you have to do something, fully fill the bank in about 10 seconds in both banks. Now, that has unfortunately covered most of the weekly reset. I know it was a little bit boring because we were just looking at the map 90% of the time, but hopefully you guys didn't mind me talking over it. This is a little bit longer than usual, but we had a lot of content to cover. Make sure you still play the game and, of course, donate to the Imperium. More videos will be coming at you guys later this week on a bunch of different content. I actually received a message from a subscriber the other day, and I kind of want to cover that. It's a little bit funny, but whatever. But thank you guys so much for watching. So do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification box. I'm posting daily Destiny 2 videos for Season of the Dawn, The Dawning, Crimson Days, every other season in between, as well as challenge videos once in a while and trophy guides for various games. Comment down below if this video helped you in any way, shape, or form. And as always, guys, have a great day and peace out.